Hey everyone, Jen O'Sullivan here, and I'm super excited to help you understand a little bit more about essential oil groupings and families. So we did a recent video on how to kind of organize your oils. What does the colors mean? I think everybody throws that out. They're like, oh, that doesn't mean anything. That's just kind of the color that goes along with the plant. You could call customer service on Young Living, and they'll say, oh, it really doesn't mean much. It just goes along with the coloring of the plant, which is not necessarily true. It's sort of true today, but when Gary first started out, they were grouping them in families based on their action. And we have too many oils, so it just became kind of almost too hard to kind of keep up with that. I think they just decided not to do that. So anyhow, but realistically, the majority of our oils are grouped into these kind of ternary chart or referential chart manner, right? It's these families or groupings of oils. And so when you watch that video, and I'll put a link in this video to that, if you are watching this on YouTube, just go ahead and look up that video. I'll put a link on that down in the description area. But basically that is showing you, I think it's like the one head of the class oil, and then I think 3 or 4 oils that could be considered part of their family, and you'll see that they're all the same color palette, whether it's like purples or blues or tans and browns, reds. So these actually, when people see my collection, and it's back there in the kitchen now, I move it all the time, it just depends on how I'm feeling, but when you actually look at these groupings and you start to understand that they actually work in conjunction with each other, and you can take one like lavender as the head of the class, and then why would, and I'll show you this, why would you put different oils in there that could be similar? In this case, we have Valor, Energy, Joy, and so this is the new quadfold. So some of you guys have seen this, but this actually helps you understand those groupings. So if you see here, you've got head of the class, right, on face for frankincense. It's a face groupings, and then it goes down to the different oils like myrrh, patchouli, and ylang ylang, right? And then the head of the class for lavender, valor, energy, these different ones. I missed one there. Yeah, valor, energy, joy. So these are helping you understand these groupings, and that is an emotions or body, clarity, cleansing, fleshing, fit, focus. There's 2 health ones because we've got 2 health. Health is such an important thing in our body, and so obviously, we've got health, which is basically your thieves and your RC, but they're 2 different categories, types of health, right? So overall strengthening health would be your thieves category and family, and then the other one is RC, which is your kind of airway support health. And so you're gonna see that this quadfold, and it's a quadfold, meaning it's a little bit bigger than before. So this replaces the old trifold, and it's giving you a little bit better understanding of how this whole thing works. I think they're prettier because they're in color order. I think a lot of people assumed that the color order was just like, oh, they just like rainbow. That's not how it goes, and I will promise you something. Those of you guys who are sticklers for order, and it has to be alphabetized, and that freaks you out to have them in color order, I'm going to tell you that if you do them in this type of order, it's going to help you use your oils better. Because if, let's say, you are in the category of balancing your digestion and you're out of digest, like seriously terrible if you're out of digest, but if you're out of digest, it can help you understand what you can use. So you could use ginger instead, or you could use some nutmeg, or even bergamot is really helpful. So that, when you get into purification, if you're out of purification, which none of you should ever be without these oils, okay? Like seriously, your top 11 should always be in your stash, and you should have one unopened that is like just in case. So if a friend of mine says, do you have any thieves? And if I only have one left unopened, I'm like, no, sorry. Like, you can order it on my order next month, because I can't run out. That's a terrible thing to have to run out. However, if that happened, you could go ahead and think, what else could I try, right? So I use purification on the bottom of my feet every day. However, I'm going to say maybe that's a lie now. I mean, it's not a lie, but I do. I use it on the bottom of my feet every day. However, sometimes I will change that up and just use Melrose. because it's like in my bedroom all the time, so I'll just take that Melrose and stick it on the bottom of my feet. It's similar in what those properties are going to do. Purification is much better for what I'm looking for, but in a pinch, I can use my Melrose. Okay, so these are some kind of helpful, this is going to help you understand, like Panaway is so good for your overall body and regenerative properties because it has helichrysum in it, but if you wanted something, and it also has wintergreen, but if you wanted a little bit stronger for just bone support, go for wintergreen, right? If you wanted something that was going to support like your whole body and the terrain of your body, because these are all body supporting oils, maybe oregano, right? But they have different actions, but they're within a similar category. Marjoram, really soothing to your muscles, right? So these are oils. This is how you're going to be able to actually become a better oil user, by understanding these categories. So the thing about this quad fold is now we actually put on there the oil sizes, so you can see like which one's a 15 mil, and then if it has the vitality line along with it. You know, some oils don't carry vitality, some do, but it's important to know that they're the exact same oil inside. It's just an FDA regulation. So I've put both of them on there. You know, we've put just things like if it's a hot oil, you know, there's no longer a denotation or marking of a premium starter kit oil, because all of the top oils, this entire top row is premium starter kit. Okay, so it's just, this is helpful. If you guys go to I think even on my Instagram account, which is just the EO bar, and you go on Instagram, you can actually get in there, and I think one of the very first posts I did was all my oils, and you can see all the color order. But I've done several posts on that, so just look for that. But this is super fun, and then just know the back has this really cool first time usage guide ideas, and it has like what could you do for each one, right? And so it's just simple, like frankincense, add 1 drop daily to the nape of your neck. Lavender, add 6 drops to your cold water diffuser before bedtime. I mean, these are such basic starting points, and we forget sometimes that our new people who are brand new to essential oils, like you think you just want to throw them into the deep end. You don't. You want to tell them like what's one thing you can do with each oil just to get started, because it's so overwhelming. Because we all know that there are like 100 things that you can do with each oil, right? It's not just one thing. Like you're not just going to use frankincense on the nape of your neck every day for the rest of your life. However, you got to start them somewhere so they can understand what they're doing and potentially why. It's your job to help them understand why, right? Because I'm not putting like, that's going to help focus during the day, right? But if they were to open this up and look at frankincense, they would say, oh, it's skin smoothing. Okay, well, I don't really need smooth skin on the back of my neck, but maybe I can use it on my face too. Then they would say, well, it's calming. It helps with emotions. It helps with positivity. It has brain health properties, and it's very meditative. So putting a drop on the back of their neck once a day is actually very supportive to their overall mind for the day. So it's interesting to see how this is going to help people educate them more with oils. That is the purpose of these. These are not sales tools, you guys. These are educational tools, and that's what 31 Oils specializes in, is it's all educational tools. So hopefully this will be helpful to you guys. It just gives you the what are essential oils, the basics, how to use them, and certain things that you should know. Okay, things that you should know, like, you know, everyone asks this. I can't tell you how many times I get this question. I'm thinking Google, right? But they're like, how many drops are in a 5 ml bottle? And I'm like, Google. But realistically, I mean, people just want an answer, right? So it's on there. So yeah, you guys can order these, no problem. Just go to 31oils.com/quadfolds. And that's the new ordering links. Same price as before. We made them bigger and better. Same price, okay? We didn't up the price because I felt like if we can fit them in the box and get them shipped priority mail to you guys, it's free shipping. Shipping is always included. I don't pack them. This is not my company. It's actually a different company that does this, and it's just something though that I'm associated with because I design all of the tools. Okay, so 31oils.com is basically the distribution center for my educational tools. All right, so you can get 100 of these for, I think it's $40. Again, shipping is included, everything's included, tax, we pay tax for people in California. We're, in Arizona, we pay for you guys' tax, literally out the door. If you are international, they're super stupid expensive to ship internationally. So I'm happy to, you know, have them give you a quote, but you're probably going to be like, okay. So usually what we do for international is you order, and we see that it says Indonesia. They'll type it up and see where it's going to go and how much it's going to be, and you'll get an email from Tim who will tell you the price of additional shipping charges, and you can decide from there to whether you want a refund or you want to pay the additional shipping. It's almost the same price as the product, so you're just going to have to know that. It's just super expensive to ship. Okay, go in together. There's 50 packs, so you can do a 50 pack also. So this isn't meant to be like a sales thing, but I did want to help you guys understand what these are. The 50 pack of each item would be 50 of the quad folds, 50 of the starter kit challenge. So this is basically a 7-day starter kit challenge that gives them 7 days of things to do with their starter kit. It helps them really understand how to get started. And it also, I send these out to my new members, and I'll fill out the information. So I'll just say, like, what's your member number? They need to know all of this information. This was a great idea from one of my cross-line members. You know, they had designed cards like this, and I just decided to redesign it because I thought it was a good idea, but there was a couple things missing. I thought it was important to have your educational group information, your enrollers, actual member number. Sometimes people want to sign people up and they don't know how to, and they don't want to sign them up under them. They want to sign them up under you. Again, this is just for them to understand everything that they need to know to get started. And then the Essential Rewards card, you can send this out to your people after they sign up as well, but this is just something to help them understand why that Essential Reward program is like the best in the industry. It's like really stupid that Young Living is just really waiting to give people free oils. But it's like, why not, right? We'll take them. And it's so easy because you can cancel at any time and all that. So I just feel like Young Living does a really good job at giving back to people who really enjoy their products, you know. So, and then it gives you some different Essential Rewards ideas for kind of different 50 PV packages to get yourself started. All right, so those three you can get in a bundle pack for only 60 bucks. So basically it's $20 per 50 pack. Again, flat shipped out the door, 60 bucks. And you can get all those on 31oils.com. Okay, so just go to 31oils with an S.com. And yeah, they're up, they're here. Literally today, I was like, okay, I have to tell them that they're here because, you know, I was gonna wait till Monday, and they were supposed to come in on Monday, and we needed to make sure that they fit because they're bigger. They needed to be able to fit into the boxes that we already have, so that we were like, okay, we can't really let you guys buy them until we know that they fit. They barely fit. They're perfect. It's like perfect box. So I'm glad about that. The extra size didn't. We had a little bit of room in the box to begin with, so that little bit of room is eaten up by that extra 8.5 by 14 inches instead of 8.5 by 11. These mail out perfectly as a set, so you can see here I've got this, and they all go together. I don't know about you guys. I love matching things. I love them. I hate the fact that every time I look at a new marketing piece, it's like it looks different. Everything looks different. They're all different sizes. These all go super nice. You can actually fit all of these in one regular size letter. For literally all three of these, you can put a regular 1 ounce stamp on. This weighs exactly 1 ounce, okay? So the question I always get is, how can I see all of these? Like, do you want to get one set? You can. We don't have a link to order them. Literally, you can send, I think it's $2 to the P.O. box, and Tim will sit there and open them all and put them in your self-addressed stamped envelope and send them back out to you. So $2. I know many of you guys are going to be confused by that, but I'll post the P.O. box in this link up here so that you guys can get those. It takes a little bit of time to get them back because we don't go to the P.O. box all the time, and that's his thing. So, but anyhow, you would get one of each for $2, and that just covers his time in opening them up and sending them back. Don't forget, you have to put your address on an envelope inside the envelope with $2. Okay, so and then you address it to Tim, and you send it to the P.O. box. All right, I don't know the P.O. box, so I'll have to put it in there. All right, anyhow, I hope this will help you guys organize your oils a little bit more and understand how to use them better. Like we just did a terrain, which was like a complete train wreck, that video. If you haven't watched the terrain, strengthening your terrain video, the camera was falling. Like I'm seriously jacked today. So I'm feeling better though because I took my balm. It's like probably an hour ago now. But that's why. So that balm, I was able to kind of look at my oils and the different sets of oils and use my oils based on what makes sense for a potential strengthening of my terrain capsule. All right, so enjoy your evening. That's it for today, and I'm looking forward to this week. And get on there because our trifolds tend to go fast. We were out of stock for quite a while, and the quad folds now are in stock. We ordered a lot, so I'm like, we'll just kind of stack those in and they'll get them out to you as fast as they possibly can, but it's pretty quick shipping, so we try to get them back to you guys pretty fast. So, but all right, enjoy. Bye.